Hi guys, it has been a hot minute since I have been on YouTube, but I am hoping that this is the start of me being back. And I figure, well, as you can tell by the title of this video, that I'm going to just start off with a planner chat. It is the beginning of July. Today is July 2nd, so I figure we start out with the planner chat and I can just let you know what I'm going to be using the second half of the year, and then also probably a sneak peek of what I'm planning for my memory planner for 2024. I know it's really early, but anyways, let's get into it. Let's first start off business planner wise, because you guys don't really see that on my channel anyway. So let's just talk about what I'm using. Business things, to-do list, all of that goes. In here is an Ahua St. I bought this to use for my memory planner, but I didn't like how this flap never stayed like open without putting something on it, and so it would always irritate me, so I found another use for it. I stuck in my checklist notebook from Erin Condren, and this is just where I list everything that I need to design, print cut, anything for the shop, and then I just go through and check it off. I have been using it for a very long time, and this just works perfectly for this need that I need. What? I'm rusty, don't mind me. And then in the back I just have this notebook from Pen Gems, and I just jot down ideas in here for the different categories of my shop, and this I just keep tucked away on my desk so I can pull it out every time I need to design something or just work down my list of what I need to create. Moving on to my business planner, I'm just gonna cover this here. For the past few years I was using the Hobonichi Cousin of X. I just wanted to try a different size. I really wanted to use a Hobonichi, and so that was working perfect for a while. Prior to that, I was using a B6, like a Foxy Fix, a TN, and I would just print inserts and do my to-do list in there and do all of my planning in there. Well, the A5, it was too much space, but I really did like it, and so instead of using the second half of my Avec, I decided to try out the B6 Common Planner. It has the exact same layout, and so I thought it would be perfect that I can go back to a B6 size, and it has been working out perfectly. If you hear background noise, it's like dinner time right now. Well, we ate dinner really early today because we were really hungry, so there's a cleaning up going in the kitchen, and this is like literally the only time I could film. Ryder, when he plays games, he's super loud, but he is at the park with his friends. And then what else? Jaden and his girlfriend, they just went to the gym. Destiny's watching YouTube videos with her headphones on, and so this is like the only time I have to film. Anyways, moving on. I decided to try out the Common Planner. This is part 2. I believe she was just selling them in like 2 halves. Like you could just buy one part of the book, so I was like, okay, perfect, because I only need the second half. And so can I open this? Yeah, I can open this. In the monthly section, I just plan out what is releasing each Sunday. I usually release 4 different things, and then I plan out what is releasing for $2 Tuesdays. So I have up to August completed. In the weekly section, I usually do my inventory for the new releases, and then just some little things that I know I want to get done on each day. So that's how I am using that. Moving on to the daily sections, or actually it's not daily sections in here, it's actually just a bunch of blank pages in the Common Planner, which I really like. I like that I don't have to worry about the words at the bottom. So yeah, this size is working out perfectly for me. So here's what the past, I don't know, couple of days look like in here. And this is actually today. So yeah, this is just working out perfectly. There's enough for one day for the rest of the year, so I like that. And yeah, this just stays open on my desk when I'm working so I can do my to-do lists. Next is my memory planner, which is the Hobonichi Cousin. It's the full year. I was doing memory spreads in here at the beginning of the year. I'm gonna be honest, I completely fell off of the weekly portion, and when I was looking at it, I was just thinking of how chunky this weekly portion is going to get, and just overall how chunky this thing will get. So I kind of stopped doing my weekly memory planning, and I just am kind of journaling for the most part. I even kind of fell off of my monthly, where I just kind of highlighted each day in the monthly, and then I completely fell off at some point. Like here's last month, I didn't even finish. We were on vacation like the first half of the entire month, and then I haven't even bothered starting. I still have a chance, I guess, to start the monthly, so yeah, maybe I will jump back into that. And like I said, I was using full stickers in my weekly section, and I just figured it's going to bulk up so quickly, and I don't know if I'm going to like that. If I could have an ideal planner, it would be this Hobonichi planner, the bare bones. It would have the monthlies. It would be set up like an Erin Condren, but then the dailies after each week. So it would have the month view, then it would have that week, and then it would have 7 daily pages, and then another weekly spread, and then another 7 daily pages, which I don't think would work because it's an odd number, but that would be my ideal layout, so that my stickery portion memory would be like, you know, like scattered throughout the planner, and it would be separated by the dailies where I don't use as many stickers, and then the monthly I wouldn't use that many stickers either. And so that would be like my ideal layout. Erin Condren's vertical planners with dailies after each week, and then it would go into the next month, then that week view, which is how I'm kind of setting up the planner that I'll talk about after. But anyways, it's not a planner, it's a notebook. So yeah, I kind of just fell off decorating. I did a week of where I just doodled everything, and I did like how this was turning out, and it kind of made my creativity go, because I had to figure out how to doodle all the things that I wanted to doodle. But then I also fell off of this, and then I completely fell off weekly memory planning altogether. So the last time I weekly memory planned was back in April. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the daily spreads because they are pretty personal, but I will do a little quick flip of kind of how they look like. I have a lot of blank pages also, so yeah, that is what the dailies sections look like. I usually do on the left side, I do the time. I start at 6 and then end at 12 p.m. and then I just write down what I did for the entire day, what time it happened, and then the right side is a complete journaling section. So that's how I'm using my memory planner. As of right now, it's pretty much only getting used for the daily section. And then I'll talk about what I think, or my plans for 2024 as far as memory keeping goes, because it's kind of the same thing but a little bit more freedom. Okay, A6 rings, you guys know that this is my everything planner. I plan everything in here, especially the weeklies. I use my monthlies for the most part. I didn't use it for June because we were gone half the month anyway, but I did a little short reel about my July, and then here is how this week is currently turning out. So here is this one. I'm using a kit from Sadie Stickers. I actually didn't even do today because I don't know, I was just lazy, but I really like these inserts for the fact that I can do a list, but then I can also use a kit and make it look cute. And so I actually printed out the entire insert, and I'll be using it for the rest of, I would say the month, but I don't think this will cover the entire month, but the rest of the insert, like I'll finish it off. But yeah, this planner, I do bills, vacation planning, my weekly, I have trackers in here, lists and notes, and then my full-blown pre-planner where I just jot everything messily down is in the back. It's the Hobonichi A6, I don't even know what this is called, not add-on, but it's all weekly spreads. So this is where I just jot down future things instead of doing it in my monthly. But for the second half of the year, I am actually switching out of this. One of the main reasons is I realize that I don't switch out my inserts very often anymore. I have my set sections, and I don't like it hasn't changed. And going forward, to simplify things, I am going to be doing one whole insert at a time, like I just mentioned, instead of switching inserts like every week to fit how I want to plan for that week. I'm just going to keep things super simple. Like I mentioned, I like that I can use a kit in here, but also have a list that I can physically check things off of. So I will be using these. These are from JeseniaPrintables. Unfortunately, she is closed, but I'm sure there are other shops that have this type of daily layout. So yeah. That being said, I am switching back to a traveler's notebook with inserts. One other reason is I have a lot of print impression planners, and I have been having trouble flipping through my pages and then getting caught, and then also like I just can't flip a page nicely without having to do the bottom and then the top. I thought it was like the rings, so I was trying to pinch them together. I thought it was my inserts. Maybe I just punched them all wrong, but when I put my inserts in an Ahua St planner, I don't have that issue. Like, everything just works seamlessly. I only have one Ahua St planner. If I do want to go back to rings, I might buy, I don't know, a neutral color. I have a pink one, the pink leopard one, but I was just getting irritated that I would always have to just maneuver these inserts through the rings. And yeah, I've tried to pinch them. It's numerous ones. I don't know. I don't know, but I still love these planners because of all the colors it comes in. I love this like taupey color. I love neutral colors, and the fact that there's so many neutral colors on printpression.com. I still do love these. It's just when I do have to flip, which actually isn't too often, it is kind of irritating, but I do still love these planners and I will continue to keep them. But I do want to get another planner where it won't be as hard to flip if I do go back to rings. But anyway, so I am going back to a traveler's notebook for now, especially like I said, because I find that I'm not changing out my inserts like I was prior, and that's why I liked A6 rings, because it was so much easier to take things out and put things in, whereas a traveler's notebook, you're essentially stuck with all of these little notebooks, but they can also be changed out. But anyways, a long time ago when I decided I didn't want to use traveler's notebooks anymore, I sold them all off. All of them. I have one, it's a hot pink one, but I really wanted like a neutral color. My dream color is a moonlit. I used to have a moonlit. I don't have it anymore because I sold it off. But my go-to size is a number 2 wide, which is technically for pocket size, but I fit my A6 rings, or my A6 inserts in here. And as you can see, it literally goes to the top, goes to the side, goes to the bottom, and I like it like that. If I put these in the A6 size, which is the number 3, there is too much of a gap at this edge and then also the top and the bottom. I like it to feel chunky and full, and the number 2 wide does it for me. Thank you so much, Tanya, for gifting this to me. I put out in a search of on my Instagram because I just really wanted a number 2 wide. I can't find them anywhere, and if I did find them, they had like initials on them, or they were in a color that I really didn't want. And she reached out, she told me she had a number 2 wide, and she gifted this to me. So if you're watching, Tanya, thank you so much. It's perfect. It's all set up, ready to go. I set this up, and let me tell you, when I went to go set it up, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do because I hadn't set up a TN in so long. So much so that I had to go back and I watched one of my previous setup videos to see how I like laid everything out or how I decorated it. But I got it and I am super happy with it, and I'm really happy to actually start planning in it tomorrow, because tomorrow is Monday and I'm gonna completely jump into this. I transferred what I needed to as far as like information goes, and there's some other things that I do want to transfer in here. Like I literally had to rewrite it because the other ones were punched, but that's okay. So this is like a black, white, and brown theme. I'm very neutral now. I don't care for too much bright colors now. And yeah, if I am on the hunt for a cream color or a taupe color number 2 wide, they're so hard to find, but I am on the hunt for one. So yeah, hopefully I can find one. That way I can switch back and forth, because the way I have it set up will also fit in or match a cream nude off-white taupe color. But anyways, let's get into it. I found some dashboards. I'm so happy I at least saved some dashboards. So these are A5 dashboards, and then I just used my stash that I had. So I found this paper, and then I had this M. This is from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's from a long time ago, so I put that on there. I cut this pocket. Anytime I have a pocket and I want to put them in my traveler's notebooks or anything, I usually cut one side so I can easily slip things in and out. On the back there's this piece of acetate, and then this is from Her Name is Savvy, this doodle when she was doing like personalized doodles, and I just snapped that in the pocket. Some of the inserts I was having a hard time because some of them were just like one-page inserts, like this 2023 calendar. I used Silhouette, and I kind of just shrunk this down, put this on one side, and then put, wait, let me unclip this, and then put my lunar calendar on the other side, and then so that this is actually on one paper, but I split it and put it in the middle of my yearly calendar, monthly calendar, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I just have an ollie clip here. I have it clipped open to July. I didn't go back and back plan any of that. I just printed out the whole insert. I would have needed to, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so I just redecorated it for July. I copied whatever was in my A6 rings. That's that. This is the back of the dashboard, as you can see, and then I just have this from the Coffee Monsters Co. This Mickey Shaka, which as soon as I saw this, I had to have it. My dad always does the big Shaka. This is the big Shaka. You use two hands, regular Shaka, and then the, I gotta do it this way, and then the mini Shaka, but my dad will always do the big Shaka, and so when I saw this, I just had to have it. But anyways, I found, oh wait, no, this is a sticky pocket. I had these in something else that I had in my TN, and the other half of it was like this zipper thing, but I lost the piece to like open the zipper part, and I couldn't open it, so I did find this sticky pocket. Is this one sticky pocket? Yeah, this is a sticky pocket, and I just put it on a jelly dashboard, or I call them jelly pencil boards when I do sell them in the shop, and I just cut the jelly pencil board down to fit in this planner, stuck on this sticky pocket that I found in my stash. And this is a really old picture of the kids. This was back from 2017, I think that's when we went to San Francisco last, and then I forgot who lettered this, but it must have came in an order, and then just a picture of me in the hubs, and that's just for some decoration. I do want to put more decoration in here, but this is just the initial setup. Next, I have this piece of vellum. This is from Subtle Dreams Co. I think this is not Every Minute a Story, right? I think so. I'll leave all of the shops that I've mentioned down below, and this one actually holds a passwords and bill section insert. I'm not going to open it because I have written in it already. I actually ended up gluing the two inserts like back to back so they could be one insert, so that they could fit in one section. Here's the back of that jelly dashboard pencil board. I do plan on decorating that. I have this piece of acetate. I believe I made this one myself. I just sprinkled glitter in between. Oh no, not acetate. Did I make this? Yeah, I can feel it. I sprinkled glitter in between, what is it called? Laminating sheets, laminated it, and then I cut it down. And then this next one is my vacation section, which has everything to do with our Disney Vacation Club and points for right now, so that I can track when we are staying and how many points we would have left over. The next section I have is this dashboard. This one is actually a pocket-sized dashboard that's made for this planner, but I like the different sizes and different textures and ups and downs and all of that in this planner, so I do have that in here. And then I just found this weekday scrapbook paper in my stash, and I use that to wrap around my daily inserts. I thought that would work perfect. This is an old quote card from an old limited edition kit. This is one of my favorite ones that I have ever done. I have a bookmark in here from Illustrated by Kawi. I might be putting that in between the pages, and then I just have that exact same insert that you saw in my A6 rings. I'll be using this until I use it up, and then if I want to switch, I'll switch, but I don't know, this layout is going to be perfect for a while. The back of that pocket dashboard, I just have this sticker. I just tucked it in. I don't normally stick anything down with the adhesive in case I ever want to change it, reuse it, whatever. It's usually either just stuck in something or I tape it down with some washi tape in the back. This one's just stuck in. And then I do want to decorate a little bit more. Backside of that dashboard, and then I have another A6 dashboard with this paper. I just found it in my stash. This is from Illustrated by Kawi. I found this paper in my stash, and this is just a notes insert. The way I like to use this one is I usually write one topic in here. This is usually like a cleaning or like a redo list, so I'll put like bedroom closet, and then I'll write everything that I want to do in the bedroom closet on the list. That's how I will usually use these inserts. Or if it's like a specific wish list, then I'll put whatever the topic is here and then write my wish list here. So just an open notebook that I could, or notes that I could use for whatever. I have no idea where this is from, but I stuck it back there because it kind of matched the theme. And then I have a Foxy Fix, I believe this is a pocket from them. Actually, I don't know, it could be a Target dollar spot, with another Illustrated by Kawi vinyl sticker back there. And then the last section I have this piece of vellum that I found in my stash, and then another note section where it's just this one. I don't remember where this one is from. Maybe JeseniaPrintables. I know this one's AFFLIATE Printables. I believe this is JeseniaPrintables, but she is closed. See on the back? Oh yeah, JeseniaPrintables. And it's just another note section. I like this one because of the bow paper clips, and it's just anywhere, just a place where I can jot down notes. And this is from an old TN, so I have that there, and I don't know, I wanted to use this vellum because it matched my theme. But anyways, that is how I have my TN set up. I will be saying goodbye to the A6 rings for now. May make a comeback, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So that is that. Went over my business planner. And so the last thing that I want to talk about is my first like set in plan for 2024 as far as memory keeping goes. Now, you heard me talk about my like dream layout for a memory planner. Moving on, I wasted a bunch of money because I had no idea what I wanted to do. A part of me was kind of over the Hobonichi cousin because it was starting to bulk up, but I like to finish planners as much as I possibly could. So last month, I think it was, I was like, you know what, I'm over it. When it comes July, I'm gonna start a new notebook for the second half. And so I started buying a bunch of things, and okay, maybe just two things. I bought first A5 Stalogy, I don't know what it's called. And then I started setting it up, and then I was like, you know what, I don't like how this is going, and I'm going to mess it up, and I don't want to do this anymore. So what I did end up doing is actually nothing. I didn't do anything with this one. Where's the one that I did do something with? Oh, hold on, backtrack, but on that same thought. First, let's move these. This is the full size. This is the 365. Okay, let's backtrack. First, I actually took this planner with me on vacation. First, I was like, let me buy the notebook, the half year, the smaller A5 version, and let me use that for the second half of the year. Well, I started to set it up how I was thinking of using it. I have my monthly section here, and then and then here was going to be the first week layout, and then I was going to do the daily pages after that, just like I said my dream layout would be. And then when I started counting these pages, I was like, oh, this is only going to cover maybe 3 months, I think. but I really wanted it for the entire year. And so I was like, oh, let me go and buy the 365, and then I can definitely use it for the rest of the year. So I reset this one up to how I wanted it to be. I got my trackers in there, I got my monthly layout in there, and then I laid down the stickers for that first half of the week. And then I was like, no, I want to finish my Hobonichi cousin. I want it to be filled for the year. So I said forget it. So I put that one on the side, and I was like, well, this one's thin, and I wanted to do daily journaling on vacation. And so I don't know if you can tell, but I have a bunch of ripped out pages here because I cut these all out and taped it into my daily, or my Hobonichi cousin. So all of those journaling pages are in there. And isn't this cover so cute? Well, if you're a cat person, it's cute. I think this cover is adorable. I think I found this one on Etsy. But anyways, so then it's like, yeah, okay, that's going to waste also. And now I don't know what to do with this one. We'll find a use for it. I don't want to waste it. So after all of that, I was like, I don't want to use a Hobonichi cousin for next year. Another reason being is those words on the bottom. I never know what to do with that section. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't cover it. I can't write over it. So I went and got a Sterling ink 520 page notebook. Now I probably could have went with the actual planner, but it brings me back to the point where that one is also set up month, week, daily. That's where this thing comes into play. And if I counted right, I will have enough, but my weekly spread, because I don't care as much about it, is going to be on one page. And if I counted right, my entire year will fit in here, and I'll be able to spread out my weekly section. So I've kind of labeled everything. This first page is kind of a waste because it is kind of glued to the cover page. I'm going to have a year at a glance on here, and then I have my trackers here. I have them all printed, ready to go. I didn't want to put them down yet because just in case. And then I have 6 trackers for the year for what I want to track. Then I have a January cover page where I can just, you know, January 2023 or 2024, and then just decorate it however I want. And then I have my monthly spread, which I went ahead and I told myself there's no way I'm going to want to draw it out every single month. I mean, with the freedom of a blank notebook, I certainly could, but for January, to start things off easily, I created this monthly calendar. I kind of set it up just like the Hobonichi, I'm pretty sure. I did make it grid. I am a huge fan of grid, and then I can just lay this down for January. I'm already thinking for February, I think I'm going to purchase one of the Coffee Monsters Co.'s Hobonichi monthly kit and kind of just lay it out and draw out the boxes for February, because it's a blank notebook. I can do whatever I want. I can change it up. But for January, I have decided to just make it easy for myself to start off the planner. And then February, I will be using a Coffee Monsters Co. kit. Then we go into the I love that January 2024 starts on a Monday. Like, that could not be more perfect. But anyways, so because the weekday or the week is an odd number, I need it to be even so that when I go to do the next, like the month or so, right, it would need to be even and not have a blank page. I don't know, I was doing it and it made sense this way. So I am not too crazy about a full 2 week or a week on 2 pages in here, because of how much or how I use my daily pages and how I break it down by the hour and what I do by the hour. So I'm not too concerned about a full 2 week memory spread. So what I'm going to do is I can do it writing this way, or I can do it horizontally, and then I can just jot down the highlights of each day, and then I will go into my 7 days of that week. So it'll be Monday through Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll do the next week, the weekly spread on one page, and then my daily journaling. So that is my plan for my memory keeping for 2024. I think this will give me more flexibility and spread out the stickers that I do want to use. The only thing is when I'm doing the week on one page, I won't be able to use a sticker kit. You know what? I possibly might be able to use a sticker kit and just trim it down as needed. So that still could be a possibility. Think about that. Or I could probably use a Hobonichi Weeks kit here and kind of make that work. Anyways, we are far away from 2024, which I know will end up coming up quick, but that is a peek of what my memory planner is going to be for next year. I think it'll work out better than the Hobonichi Cousin. While I do absolutely love it, there's just a handful of things that just don't work in here. So that was a lot of talking. That is my catch up. So memory planner, gonna keep up the dailies, my everyday planner, and then whatever else I may need. These two are for work, which this one's not even like really a planner, but that one is, and that is like my planner lineup for the second half of 2023. I am happy with it, but I'm also kind of looking forward to 2024 already, even though that's far away, because I think it'll be the one I showed you, this, and this. I think I'm gonna get another B6. No, wait, I think I already pre-ordered the two book B6 planners for next year because I've been loving the size of this for work. So yeah, that is my planner lineup for the second half of 2023. I'm very happy with it. I am hoping this is a start back into filming videos. I will do more of a catch up once I start filming my Plan With Me videos, because I think what I really want to do is make it easier on myself as far as editing goes. Filming is no problem because I'm going to sit down anyway. It's the editing portion that makes me dread doing videos, because editing can take a long time. So what I'm thinking going forward is my videos may be a little bit longer. I'm going to cut my editing in half. I think what you'll see is more real-time planning for my Plan With Me videos going forward, or they're all going to be voiceovers. I haven't quite decided yet, but the first Plan With Me video should be very soon. I do plan on doing my first week in my traveler's notebook, which I need to do because tomorrow is Monday already. But anyways, that is it for this video. Has your planners changed since the beginning of the year? I feel like a lot of people really kind of know what suits them midway through the year, or what's working for them midway through the year. So let me know. Have you changed your planners? Have you stuck with what you started with in the beginning? Let me know. I would love to know and chat with you down below. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you always so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.